done for. You just if this has any sound, we can't hear. Is there any music on this? Well, hello and welcome to a beautiful Sunday, little wet Sunday fun day here at the Northwest Florida Speedway, where it still is raining here at this afternoon. It started at about 5 o'clock this afternoon, and it has been set in. And of course, that means when it's too muddy, you can't have any practice.
No, yeah, kind of a tough way to start off the week, but we've got a great week of racing, and things are looking sunnier and brighter from here on out.
Yeah, I think there were some sandcastles being built this afternoon. But speaking of that weather forecast, I mean, from today on, from Monday on, it is going to be some of the best weather we've seen here so far. Coming in, taking a look, sun is on the forecast. Let's look at that. Sunny and 67 on Monday with partly cloudy. But then look at all of that great 70s temperatures, almost 80 on Thursday. Oh, man, it's going to be beautiful. And what a great looking sunrise this morning there is. I woke up on the beach with the surfboards this morning. I don't know how we got there, but we got there. And thank goodness Garrett came and saved me.
Yeah, no, we got to spend some time on the beach yesterday, and it was just gorgeous and scenic. My first time to the Gulf part of Florida, and I'm really looking forward to this clash on the coast. Last year, unfortunately, couldn't make it because it was looking like the weather was going to be wild and western. This year, it's looking, as we can see, clear sunny skies for the rest of the week.
Chamber of Commerce weather. Peyton Taylor made that had to make that decision that any promoter doesn't want to make. That what do we do here in inclement weather? What do you do if this happens? You know, there's always a plan A, B, C, and double Z. But took a few moments. Got caught up with Peyton this afternoon, and here's kind of what he's got planned for you for this week.
Well, first off, we hate we lost practice. You always want to try and give your racers as much laps as you can before an event, just to help them get where they need to be at. And it's Florida weather. You know, it shows it's going to rain. It shows it ain't going to rain. It's really hard to go off the forecast. And I made a call earlier today with, it was 3 o'clock. It was, it was 60 at 3 o'clock, then it jumped right to 90 all the way to 9 o'clock. It was almost 100% chance of rain. So I just felt like, you know, with it being an hour for most of our racers, to save them from getting out here, getting rained on, and then loading up and losing a day, I just felt like it was the right call. It's starting to rain again now, and it's back up to 100% for the next 3 hours. So it's probably going to rain, but yeah, we do apologize for that. We can't control the weather, and but, you know, we'll move through it. We did have some racers wanting us to let them come out today before the rain hit and shake down, and I get that as a racer. I truly get that. But I've learned from a lot of the people in the industry that when you say you do something, you do it. And so we announced 6 to 9 practice, and we're not changing from that. We either get it in or we don't. Unfortunately, we didn't. And, you know, it's easy to look on that side and say, hey, you could have got it in, but it's just the call we made. We're sticking with it, and I think it's the right call. So, but we are going to open up. We're going to have a little hot lap session tomorrow before, and we're going to carry on in. You know, gates open at 2 p.m. We're going to start we're going to start parking at 9 in the morning, unless we just get a torrential downpour tonight. Belinda and Margaret will be here at 9, start parking. Last night, somebody moved our barricade and parked, and we had come in today to a nightmare. Had people parked. We had to move a bunch of stuff. So please do not come in. I didn't really appreciate that. Scott didn't appreciate anybody getting on his equipment. This is not our equipment, so do not get on anything here. It takes one person to run it for everybody. And just letting you know, just stay in your lane on stuff like that. We've got a process on how we do it. You may not appreciate it, but it's worked in years past, and we're going to continue to stay that way. So, but everybody else, we appreciate y'all for cooperating and getting parked. So we'll resume parking tomorrow at 9 a.m. I believe pit sales opens at 2 o'clock, Jerry? 2 o'clock, and registrations at 3 o'clock. We'll do that, and then we're going to do hot laps probably about 5:30. So we'll have our drivers meeting probably about 5 o'clock. Get everything set up. We're going to try and give y'all some laps before the race. We can get everybody hot lapped. We'll go back and we'll do what we need to do on the track. And we plan on opening ceremonies being at 6:25 and racing action to begin at 6:30. Car count, I think we've got 60 plus in the pits right now. We expect another 40 or 50 tomorrow, possibly more than that. Just kind of hard to gauge off our pre-entries, but the ones we do have here are strong. We got a lot of studs here, a lot of great racers, and Scott and his team at Northwest did an amazing job at this track. First year we had some phenomenal racing, smooth, slick, all top to bottom. Last year Scott got sick. He wasn't able to be here the entire time for prep. Thankfully he's better, healthy now. So anyways, we had some hiccups last year, a little bit of roughness, but we're looking forward to some great racing here. Racing action will begin at 6:30. We're going to do our best to run about a 3.5 hour show. We've got the Gulf Coast slingshots are here. These little kids are wilder than a bat. They get up on the wheel, and it's pretty neat to watch. So I like supporting the youth, the younger racers. I think that's good for our sport. We've got our merchandise trailer here. Outlaw Kids Racing Tours here. When you come in, they'll be to the left. You can get your kids signed up for the drawing to do the pit tours with them. This is a new deal for our event, new deal for them. So we're excited about that. I think that's going to carry some good momentum for our younger racers, younger fans. When you come in and go right, you will see our merchandise trailer. Lexi will be over there. We've got all kinds of swag. Make sure you get over there, get some event swag. And their concession stand here, by the way, is absolutely awesome. They've got some, I don't really know what it is. I know Jerry was wearing them out last year, some kind of a shrimp kebab or something. So they've got something up here. I don't even know what the name of it is. It's like I don't know, a meat egg roll or something. I don't know. It was wild, but it was good. And they got all kinds of good food. They also, for the racers and the campers and stuff, they have bags of ice. If you get here, forget your ice, you can go see the people at the concession stand, the grandstand, and they'll get you some ice. But yeah, we're excited. We'll do that tomorrow, and we'll do the same thing Tuesday. We probably won't have hot laps Tuesday unless it just really helps with our track prep. We'll do that Tuesday. Full show, 6:30, same as we do tomorrow. We'll come back, well, Wednesday. That'll close us out. Tuesday night will close us out at Northwest Florida Speedway. We'll take Wednesday off, have some crab legs, shrimp, a few cocktails if you're into that kind of thing. And then we'll head to Deep South Speedway in Loxley, Alabama. Billy Robinson and Ryan have got an unreal facility over there. I'm excited to go over there. This will be the first time IMCA has had a special event there, and I don't think the folks down here have seen the racing, you know, that our people, our cars, our sanction can produce. So I'm really excited to see what we do. They get a good crowd there, so excited to go there and showcase what we got. And so we'll do that. We'll practice Thursday there, 6 to 9, standard deal, and we'll come out. I'll find out more on when we're going to open the gates and stuff, probably at the same times, and then we'll do the same thing all week. And we'll crown our champion in both divisions Saturday at Deep South Speedway in Loxley, Alabama. We've also got the pure stock and factory stock. We want to do something to, you know, we call it an all IMCA Speed Week, but we wanted to do something. We was getting a lot of backlash from local racers because we don't run their events. So we're trying to limp off in there and get some local support, let these racers come out and showcase some of their race cars and their talent and stuff. So we've added the pure stock factory stock as one. We've merged them to make them one division. So we'll run them also at Deep South. Gulf Coast Slingshots will just run here. Pure stock factory stock division will just run there as a support class for our IMCA events. So excited. I want to ask everybody to come out, share this. The only way these events work is with great marketing partners, great fans, and great racing. So we want to thank our racers for coming down. For people watching that don't really know about all this, so I just say we got 100 cars. 75 of them drove for over 8 hours. Some of them drove up for 24 hours to get down here and race. So it's pretty neat. They come down, they shop at your stores, they stay in your hotels, they buy your gas at your gas stations. So make sure you come out and support them. You know, it's neat. You catch all the action. If you can't make it, you can catch all the action on IMCA TV. I want to say also that Jerry, Garrett, Nate, there's so many of just great guys and staff at IMCA TV, and they do a ton behind the scenes. So I can't thank them enough. They've got their hands in everything that we do, and we need them to make these productions and these promotions work. So hats off to them. Racers, if you see them walking around the pits, give them a pat on the back, tell them thanks. So, because they're a big reason that you're getting the recognition you're getting. So thank everybody for supporting us. Go check our Clash on the Coast page out. We're excited. It's going to be fun. It's starting to sprinkle now. Don't worry, I'm not going to melt. So we want to thank y'all. Thank Northwest Florida Speedway and all their people. I want to thank all our staff, all our sponsors. We've got a lot of great sponsors that help us do this, and we just can't do it without them. So, and I've got to go ahead and mention, so like everybody, I got to go ahead and land this plane real quick. So like everybody says, oh, it's Peyton this and Peyton that, and you know, when we first started this deal, I told my wife, I said, hey, here's what I want to do. We'd come down and run at Southern, we won, and we're in the motorhome going back, and some's heard this story, but so she goes, what are you thinking? Something's on your mind. I said, I think I want to do a speed week in Florida. She looked at me and asked me if I was on drugs. And I said, no, you got to be, you're losing your mind then. It's like, no, I want to do it. So anyways, I went to her, we'd worked it out, and she has been the backbone of this whole thing. And, you know, Cody, Lexi, Kyle, all my family it's a family promotion. So love them all and just happy I get to live the life I live. So I want to thank them, and, you know, Shauna's a huge part of this, and just happy to have her. So, but yeah, we're pumped, we're excited, and can't wait. I want y'all to come out and enjoy some great racing.
Never at a loss of words is Peyton Taylor.
Never.
And pretty much summed it up, you know, even though Mother Nature got us here on Sunday night, the rest of the forecast looks good. And we're going to stay status quo. So we'll race 2 nights here, Monday and Tuesday, of course, both on IMCA TV with the stock cars and the mods and the Northwest Florida slingshots, and then go take a day off, and then we'll come back on Thursday, maybe do this again, and then go talk about Friday, Saturday. But, you know, Peyton hit a lot of neat things on there, Ben. The people are what makes, you know, people makes this sport that we do great, that makes coming down here fun. I mean, you know, the race, the IMCA racer down here in Florida, it's neat when you watch the other people come down, you know, like the Northerners, as they call them down here, come down and they get to race with them. You know, they'll go up and race with them on Super Nationals, their home turf, but when they come down here, it makes it even more exciting for those guys.
Well, what I like about what Peyton and his whole staff does, too, is there's a lot of races with the Speedway Motors IMCA Weekly Racing program, but there's certain events, and this is one of them where Peyton is making sure that everyone's having a good time. It's not just about the racing. Sure, obviously that's the carrot at the end of the stick, but there's wonderful things to do in the area, and he just wants everybody to just kind of get out of the cold, have a good time, and it's just kind of a party, one big party, and there just so happens to be some racing involved.
Yeah, I mean, the beautiful weather is what brings people down here. You know, we're here on the Gulf Shore with the white sand beaches and the ocean's right there, and there's so much stuff to do that's not even. I mean, this is a vacation. It is a destination here for the stock cars and the mods. And speaking of destination, I got a little disturbed the other day when a plane landed. And next thing I know, I seen this whole thing come running out of the bushes, and it was whiskers down and tail up, and Bobcat. He is Bobcat. I don't know if you know this or not. I know you've got a lot of stats about him, but he is now a social media influencing expert. He's an influencer now.
Yeah, just gave him a mic and a camera for Super Nationals for a little bit.
Yes.
The world broke the internet.
In a way, he took, you know, Unleashed with Bobcat or whatever. So he's going to be joining us throughout just kind of doing a lot of social media stuff. But, you know, Bobcat does what Bobcat does. And, well, he went prowling on the beach and, well, he met some unexpected individuals.
Where are you guys from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota? We're from Iowa. We're here with IMCA TV, presented by Clash on the Coast, the big race we're putting on here at Northwest Florida. You guys just down here vacationing?
Yeah. We need some sun.
Some sun? Were you guys here yesterday?
Yeah, it was cold.
It was cold yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, we rolled in. It was pretty chilly. Yeah, nice wind chill factor.
That's no kidding. How long are you guys here?
You know, I think we're going to stay till Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning?
Yeah, we extended a couple days once we saw 70s in the forecast, and we're like, let's hang out.
That's awesome. What brings you to Pensacola? I just come here every year? Or?
We like it here because it's quiet.
Quiet.
And I like the beaches. It's just, I just
We
want to walk
drive
on
down
the
from
beach.
northern Minnesota, so it's kind of like the first spot you hit in Florida.
Right. Are you guys snowmobilers?
You know, I've had snowmobiles in the past, but I've usually like Tundra, you know, something like that for pulling a fish house.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Any fishing while you've been down here?
No, I left my rod and my kayak at home. When I saw snow, we drove through a freaking snowstorm.
Oh, you guys drove here?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
How many miles was it? Remember, you know off the top of your head?
I think it was, what was it, 20 some hours, something like that? I
Yeah,
can't
it's
remember
probably
exactly.
over 20 hours. But we have a son
We kind of wing
in
it.
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Clarksville. He's in
Fort
the
Campbell.
military.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to
Thanks
visit
for
him.
his service. That's great.
We tell
Absolutely
ya,
great.
It's good stuff.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys
Fun.
stopping.
Well,
You guys were the
fun.
first
Fun,
ones to
man.
smile. Yeah, this is the championship board going on for the series. They race practice on Sunday, race Monday, Tuesday, beach day on Wednesday. Thursday's practice at I can't remember Deep South Speedway, and then they race Friday, Saturday, and then everybody goes home. So
Oh, right on.
Peyton Taylor and the whole IMCA crew brings stuff down here. Kind of like used to do a Florida Speed Weeks back in the 90s, and 3 years ago brought it back, and we're just trying to build it up and
That's awesome.
Cool.
yeah, gain some momentum. So
Right on.
Pretty cool.
yeah, have you guys seen anything wild down here since you've been here? Like, we're looking for some wild stuff.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen
We
any shark
are also
fins or-
looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Nothing too crazy so far.
Well, right on. Well, you guys
Yeah.
enjoy your drinks, and thanks
Yeah.
for stopping and chatting
Yeah,
with us here.
totally.
Yeah,
You
right
guys
on.
have fun.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, take care.
Bye.
It's all about influencing people and winning race, something like that. Whatever that old saying is. And Bobcat would know. I don't know if he bought them folks some drinks to get them like prowled over there, but I think they were actually. I was looking for a mermaid that day, but I didn't know if they found any mermaids down here yet either.
Maybe sold them to come to the races. You know, it's
Yes.
one person at a time, and all of a sudden you get a crowd going, and lifetime fans forever.
Yeah, there's some race fans, non-race fans here. We know why they come down here. They come down to just get away from, they were up by the Canadian border there in Minnesota. And, but that's what people come to vacation here for. But we had a chance earlier today to just find out what the racer comes down here for.
The reason I come to the Clash on the Coast every year is because it's pretty close to the house, and it's a great event to join, and it's a lot of fun racing and great racing, really. It definitely, when getting these many cars at the same track, it widens it out a lot and makes for great racing and just an all-out great event. Everybody's happy to be here and, or to come down here.
We just wanted to see how we stack up with IMCA competition. We can race 3 stocks back home all year long and win a couple races, and it doesn't mean anything. So we want to come down here and see if we can make a race, or just see where we stack up and try it out. So this is where the best drivers are. This is where we want to be.
Florida. What better place to be in January or February, March, I guess it is. So Florida's nice and green here. Should be a little warmer than it is today, but next couple days will be there.
Sights and sounds of what you see when you come to the Gulf Coast down there, Pensacola Beach. We had some time to hang out down there, just to take in some things and just meet the locals. And it's all about seafood down here.
Oh, absolutely. We had that Saturday party at Crabs, and that was wonderful. Holy,
you did what?
Got some crabs, crabs on the beach, and no, just a great way to kind of open things up. And like I said, it's just a party. It's just one big family down here. Everyone is excited, and just the energy is phenomenal.
Yeah, we talk about the caliber of racers that come that are going to be here this week. We've got great Eastern region racers. In the Eastern region of IMCA, runs from Florida up to Michigan and along the East Coast, and this is kind of their kickoff to their point season on their regional and their run for a national title. So they'll get kicked off here this weekend with 4 great nights of racing at 2 different racetracks. And when we talk about the calibers of the regional racer, but just the national racer that comes, we've got you saw Jim Horsch in there. Albertson's coming. You've got the Murdies. That's just in stock cars, and then you take a look at modifieds, and then you got the Barnhills are always tough down here. The Joyner brothers are going to be in modifieds this year, but the one guy who's coming in a modified had a little trouble getting down here, but he's had no trouble turning circles and finding victory lane. Is our first 3-time Super Nationals champion. He did it in a stock car. He's done it in a modified. He's done it in a late model. He's been with us here last year. He was down here with us here, and he's pretty excited and pumped. And we've got some great, over the course of this season, some great documentary style videos that the IMCA TV crew is going to be putting together. And this one that's going to showcase the driver we're talking about, Dylan Thornton. It's going to make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. And let's see our first in many of our docu-series here on IMCA TV. Dylan Thornton right now on the heels of becoming a 3-division champion.
Dylan Thornton from 3rd to 1st and 1/2 straight away.
Oh, doctor! He is now
think I started racing go-karts when I was 10, and then started racing 4-cylinders when I was 14, and I was in a modified when I was 17 or so. I'm 24 now, so I think this is my 8th season in a modified, 7th or 8th season in a modified. My dad raced, so as a kid, I was always kind of around it. I remember growing up in the backyard and stuff, all I ever wanted to do was race. It was always the dream of mine to be the one driving the car and not the one sitting in the stands. So I guess from a young age, it's just what I'd always wanted to do. I had watched plenty of races in the Midwest before and stuff like that, and I had always wanted to go out there, and watching guys from around me like Cody Laney and Ethan Dodson, stuff like that, they had gone out to the Midwest and raced for summers, and I just thought it was cool, and I never really thought it was a possibility for me until I decided one day that I was going to make it happen and go out there for a summer, and I saved up all my money and bought a bunch of spare parts and went out there for a summer in 2020, and I guess it's kind of spiraled out of control from there. You know, being around the racing and stuff like that is what made me want to stay there. Racing in California, you race, if you were lucky, you know, you race 8 times a month, and that was a lot, you know, and I mean, there's been times I've raced 8 days in a row. So it's a major culture shock for sure on the racing aspect. DTR is Dylan Thornton Racing. It's just something that's kind of come around. My dad his name is Doug, so he was always Doug Thornton Racing, and we just started DTR, and when I started my shock business, we didn't really know what to name it, and most things kind of sound cheesy, so as a young kid, I always joked around as DTR Enterprises. It was kind of a joke, and so we just threw that at it, and it kind of sounds cool, and there's not really another one out there, so just kind of stuck. I've always thought those Sinclair dinosaurs were pretty bad. I've always wanted one. We almost stole one a couple times, but kind of decided not to, and they're usually chained down, but we found one time it wasn't chained down. We were gonna take it, but we decided not to. And Sean actually ended up going buying one somewhere in Iowa. But it just kind of stuck. I don't know, something that was funny, and then Kyle, he just put it in the wrap. He kind of does stuff like that, throws things in the wrap, and it looks kind of cool, so I guess it just kind of stuck. Winning all the different Super Nationals is pretty crazy. You know, we won the stock car race, and we were really close in the stock car race for, I think, 3 years before we did it, or maybe it was my 3rd year, I don't remember. But we were really close in that for a long time, and to finally get that one out of the way was like, all right, you know. And the modified show, I had started on the front row a couple times and ran up front and well, and I had never finished that race, believe it or not, until this year. And I guess I didn't really picture that happening. It was one of those things that going into Friday was our middle draw day, and we knew what we had to do. We kind of just put our heads down and kind of had to get after it, especially in that qualifying feature and stuff like that. So Monday, obviously, that was a tough one too. We were not at all the best car in that race. We fell back every restart, would lose a spot, and just kind of, my stuff didn't really come around to the end of the race, but I guess I just never gave up and just kept clawing and digging at it, and things kind of went our way, a couple yellows. I finally got to start in the lane I wanted to and stuff like that, and just kind of put ourselves in a position to make it happen. But to win the one stock car race was amazing. You know, we thought about it forever, and then to come back and win the other 2 and then become the first one to win 3, it's truly amazing. That place is very special, so that's something I'll never forget. My name is Dylan Thornton. I am originally from Santa Maria, California, now living in Belle Plaine, Iowa.
I love those videos, those documentary style videos where you just let you let them do the talking and the video that goes with it. It just gives you the goosebumps. And, coming into Super Nationals last year, with running 3 divisions, Dylan was, if there was anybody that could have done, 1, 2, or 3, I mean, he was the kid that was going to do it. And I know he came in with a lot of, that week of Super Nationals came in with a lot of weight on his shoulders, and when he won that late model feature on Monday night, he was like, "Okay, I'm focused. I know what I'm doing now." And then, stock car didn't fill out like he wanted, but got that third crown and 2 in 1 year, and that's the caliber of drivers we have in IMCA. I mean, they're passionate, they don't give up, and they're here to win.
Absolutely, and they can win anywhere too, and that's the beautiful thing, and that's the great opportunities like this deal presents. It's a racetrack. Maybe some of these drivers will only see the only time this year, but it gives them a chance to show, like, hey, I'm the bull elk here, and I'm here to show my stuff off.
Yeah, and that's what kind of a great equalizer, where everybody comes here. Everybody who's been here the last 2 years, they've got a chance to race here. They've raced here twice.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Deep South on Friday, Saturday. Nobody.
Sure.
With a handful of maybe a couple have ever been there and been on that surface. So that's kind of what's neat about this tour is it's not like that one local racetrack that everybody knows everything about, or the one down the street. You got to have them back and forth. This place here at Northwest Florida is a different monster than what we're going to see at Deep South. Both 2 little great tight little bull rings on the sandy red clay, and it's going to be a great week. I'm looking. I didn't want to see tonight get rained out because I think we were going to see some pretty good shots out there on the racetrack.
I fully agree. And yeah, I think Deep South is going to be one of the biggest wild cards in the entire 2025 calendar throughout all the racing with IMCA, specifically with the Fruzen Performance IMCA Modifieds and Sunoco IMCA stock cars.
Yes, and hey, here's old surfboard. You've seen a lot of, he's been kind of around him and his co-partner, the stock car board. They've been to the beach. They've been to the sand. I think they went to crabs with us. They've been a little bit over. I think the police have been looking for him for a little bit, but we know that at the end of the week, the 2 big surfboards, of course, they get the wakeboards each night, but at the end of them, that's what they're all racing is for that one of a kind. And that's what's neat about this event is it's like a lot of other events. There's that uniqueness to it. And the trophies here are exactly what brings the uniqueness, and everybody wants to win a board.
Yeah, we saw a couple of birds and some bikinis taking some pictures with it over down at Crabs. So it's definitely it's a magnetic attraction. Yeah, no doubt. And like the Beach Boys song, it gets around.
Yeah, so he's been getting around all week. Let's take a look and see where maybe you've seen an old surfboard somewhere. I know we had to document where he went for something.
What you want, what you like, what you need, I could put you on a night. Overseas, I could put you on a flight.
So surfboard just hanging out where he's supposed to, right there on the beach, and it was great to see the old surfboard. I know Bone Larson took one of these home last year. He's not going to make it back here, so we look at it too. We've got 2 different stock car champions, 2 different modified champions, and who's coming this week. We could see a repeat, or we could see a third.
Yeah, Austin Becerra won the initial one, and boy, he won one here, the first one, kind of in dominating fashion, and he won the last one the first year in exciting fashion.
Yes.
Going from the back of the bus to the front. And last year with the modifieds, what was so cool is there was a different winner each night, and for the stock cars, it was a split between 2 different drivers, but the tale of how those races were won were completely. I mean, the Baker bounce back, you could say, from Gage Neal to first ever Florida race as well for the Sunoco IMC stock cars. He was originally supposed to roll from 17th, got caught up in a lap 1 incident, then came back from dead last, but it just shows you the incredible racing that these folks tuning on IMC TV are going to be live here in person can catch all week long here on the Gulf.
Yeah, and right now you can go out and buy your package. You know, you can go to IMCA TV, get the, we do have the week-long package. That's going to get that purchased on up so you can join us every night. Of course, the times we're here, we are in Central Standard Time. So
Correct.
if it's 7 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock in Iowa. New York City, it's 8 o'clock, so just, put that in your
Indianapolis, it's 8 o'clock.
Indianapolis, yeah. Arizona, it's still, no, they're on Mountain Time now. But
yes, correct.
For
a little
in
bit
a couple
more.
Of weeks, it'll be a little different.
Yes,
so,
yes.
But yeah, we were hoping to bring you a little bit of on-track action, but Mother Nature kind of threw that to the wind. But we did get a chance to put together a great highlights package of what happened here last year on the Clash of the Coast presented by IMCA TV. So we'll kind of kick back. I think we got a nice little highlight reel here for you. So enjoy, and we'll be back.
I want to thank every one of y'all. I really appreciate it. All of our great marketing partners and IMCA TV, IMCA. They're the backbone of this. So I want to thank them and appreciate everyone for tuning in. Be ready, Clash on the Coast 2025. It'll be here before you know it.
Monday night, we started off, and tonight we finish it right here. Stock cars are side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be up front, Hunter Rasden, Justin Kai. We come to the green flag. 20 laps or 25 laps the distance. We are underway. Championship feature action. On down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Hunter Rasden to the race lead. To the bottom side of the racetrack comes the 15K and Justin Kai. Kai down there, your race leader over Dallin Birdie in the 99X car has a points lead by 1 point as they work them on in over Gage Neal. We'll watch that battle. Plus, we'll watch the battle on the racetrack for position. Look out down the front straightaway, got one around. Oh, troubles down the front straightaway. Look out, Lee Kinsella. Kinsella around. He'll take Dylan Thornton, Dave Holes, and the 3 of Mike Albertson. So you've got 99 DTR, 21 30C, and the 3 car all around up here on the restart. Hunter Rasden sets the pace. Everybody going to say, come on, we got to go, we got to go. Swallow into the bumper tag deep in the field. This time everybody's going to make their way down into turn number 1. It's going to be Rasden, your leader, followed by Justin Kai, Elijah Siebenbergen. Siebenbergen and Murdy working there to the top side. Dallin Murdy, the game changer, upstairs. Working him down the front straightaway. Murdy back to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to let it slide up. Parking across the nose. Says, hey, what do you know? We got to go. It's down the inside. Justin Kaivo is going to relinquish that number 2 spot, not by his choice, as Murdy was able to capitalize on his bobble getting into turn 3. Now Siebenbergen looking to do the same thing. Look out, yellow, bottom of 4, bottom of 4. Caution is out, caution is out. Harrington didn't come up to snuff. That's going to let a couple of them get by as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Hunter Rasden right there, your race leader. Dallin Murdy to the number 2 spot. Justin Kai is 3rd. 4th is the 26 of Vandermark. Vandermark and Snellenberger right there. Got one up high on the racetrack. He'll stay on and will stay green. New leader down the front straightaway. The game changer going to the lead. Working on down into turn number 3. They'll work him on down, hurrying on in. Battle still for the number 2 spot. 1 lap to go for your race leader, Dallin Murdy out of Chelsea, Iowa. He'll work his way up at turn number 4. He's going home a champion. It's the game changer, Dallin Murdy. Game changer, congratulations. You are the inaugural Clash on the Coast stock car champion, and you do it with a feature win. Walk us through tonight.
It's pretty cool. Man, I don't know. I kind of forgot what happened. It's been a while ago. But no, we had a really good car. That's probably the most precision racing I've ever done. You know, I felt like I calculated every move I made, and it just paid off. But had a really good car. Can't thank Carousel Racing enough, Mid-State Machines, all them for building such great components that I get to run. I give a shout out to my family. I haven't been able to shout them out all week. My mom, my dad. I got Jonah helping me, Knutson. They're working really hard. Ken and Cheryl come down with us. Thank my girlfriend, and it was fun hanging out with her family, and it's a successful trip to Florida.
You know, walk us through that. You know, Thursday night had some issues with it, with the dust. Talking to you guys, it wasn't as bad as it looked like from the stands, but tonight we rolled the fog in. I mean, there was ship. I don't know if there was a ship out there with the foghorn going. What goes through your mind like tonight when you know that there's two things? It can become a vision issue, and it's actually doing something different in the racetrack than what you've seen the last handful of laps.
It definitely threw us for a curveball there, but I mean, this is probably the perfect track you could have had to have a championship night. Obviously, our heat races wasn't very good, but for that to happen, you know, you need to sacrifice something to have a good feature. But you know, hats off to everyone that did the track. Hats off to Mike. Can't thank Peyton enough for putting this deal on, and I'm looking forward to next year.
There you have it. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
Perfect. Dallin Murdy, your stock car champion. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the cars and stars of the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds make their way to turn number 3 and 4. It's championship time here on the Clash of the Coast for green flag for 25 laps to distance. Feel the roll on into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Trevor Fritz, just like he was on Tuesday night out front, showing the way. Remember your points battle is a 1-point battle between Bone Larson in that 12T car. As he's out front with the points leading right now. Hustling it back there deep in the field. They'll hurry on down the back straightaway. Larson and Murray side by side. They're deep in the field. There you see the 54 out lacrosse. The 21M of Jeremiah Hurst is side by side with the 12T of Bone Larson. Benji Lacrosse going to go to the outside. To the bottom goes the 21M of Jeremiah Hurst. Bone Larson's right there. The 12T with the 5T of Taylor. They'll work on down Ethan Broxman coming to the bottom side. Ethan Broxman down there. Look at Becerra to the bottom. Here's your battle deep in the field. Working them on in. Bone Larson, Myron DeYoung, the D7 car. Working on Jim Taylor's 5T machine deep to the field. This is coming down to be just like last year's title. There are 18 down, 7 to go. That's how it would finish mathematically in points. 12T, 26 Junior, and 5T. Green flag's back out, and here we go. Oh, your leader's off the power, Trevor Fitz. Oh, boy, Fitz is off the power, and Isaac Malakote has inherited the lead. Malakote's right there. We're going to keep things green. He's going to get it going. Heartbreak Hotel for Trevor Fitz. But look at this. Benji Lacrosse to second. Lacrosse now to the number 2 spot. 4-2 to go this time. Popsicle sticks in the air. Then it's Barnhart, Taylor, Joyner, Rust. Ninth is Jansen and 10th is Thurlby. White flags in the air. Isaac Malakote 1 lap away from a victory. Field over down to turn number 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway, gonna pick up a feature win at Southern Raceway. It's Isaac Malakote. Getting ready to climb up on out of the car. How about a race fans for Isaac Malakote? Congratulations. I know, talked to Dad. We stood there and talked. You'd been struggling all week. You knew you had a car that could do it. Running second there, Trevor Fitz on that last start. Something broke. Heartbreak Hotel for him. But guess what? Perfect timing for you.
Yeah, we haven't done good all week. We just can't get out of our own way. I mean, it's all just people spinning out in front of us and stuff. It just hasn't been good. But we haven't started better than 7th in a heat race till tonight, and obviously that helps a little bit. So
after that good performance in the heat race, you had to feel pretty comfortable coming into the A.
Oh yeah, for sure. I messed up there in the heat race, and I got a little nervous, but I mean, it all worked out. So, yeah.
Of course, guys, switching over to the Brand X Hot Rod, that's going to be real good. I mean, it's only like, I mean, this is with some practice and stuff in competition, only your 4th night behind the wheel, and man, what a job.
Yeah, this thing is amazing. I don't know, I never thought a car could be this fast and consistent. You know, it's never not, and we just, you know, got to get in the position to win, and we can do it. I mean, I think this is one of the faster cars, you know, so yeah, I'm excited for this year. I can't thank my dad, Lance, Brady, everybody for their help and bringing us down here. My grandpa for bringing the car and the trailer down here. I can't, you know, it's crazy. Jordan, you know, this Josh, all of them. It's crazy. It's a team effort, and they got us a fast car, and we'll see what we can do this year.
Well, hey, check this out. You got a surfboard. Do you think you can ride that down the river over there and run it down the creek in West Boone?
I might get bit by a snake, but maybe.
There you go. How about it, race fans? Put your hands together for Isaac Malacote picking up your feature win.
You know, just in those highlights alone, we've talked about it throughout the course of the show, Ben, the caliber of drivers. You know, Benji Lacrosse, that, you know, watching that highlight reel, I remember Thursday night, he'd rolled over at the end of the front straightaway. They thrashed, you know, we rained out Friday last year. They thrashed, got that thing back together. They were going to throw the towel in, but said we're this close. And then the fog rolled into that stock car deal. And we actually, if I remember right, had to stop just a little bit to let it lift. But once it got back there, it was kind of one of those eerie things. You know, we've seen it at Super Nationals over the course of the years racing in the fog, but down here it's a little different because when the fog sets here, it's pretty thick and heavy.
Yeah, definitely reminds me of San Francisco Bay Area a little bit, and yeah, I was anticipating maybe some foghorns like at a San Francisco Giants game. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this week. You mentioned the caliber here. I mean, can't be said enough. I'm really excited to see how we talked about the local guys, right? Owen Barnhill, 3-time champion here at this facility, 3-time Florida State champ. And then J.C. Wilson, last year, the DeVilbiss Racing Eastern Region Rookie of the Year. He was the track champion here last year, defending Florida State champ. And I think that 02 car might be making some waves in some good ways for this week.
Oh, I think there's going to be a lot of them. You know, good number of pre-entered cars here. We actually during this little live deal, there's been a guy out there. He's got he's working on it. He's getting the old Udden tune. You know what you do? Udden, you know, making sure that the timing and everything is up to par. But you know, if you're in the you know, in the Navarre, Destin, Pensacola area, feel free, stop on out. It's you know, great entertainment. You know, like we said, we're in about a 3.5. You know, Peyton's got that 3 to 4 hour kind of time frame that you want to be in on a school night with a Monday or Tuesday, and then of course we'll be at Deep South there on Friday and Saturday. So if you're in the area down here in the Gulf Shores, feel free to join us at the racetrack. But of course, if you're at home where it was like 4,700 degrees warmer than it was when we left, and the snow's gone in Des Moines. But feel free to join us all week long. You can get out there right now, get that purchased on up, so that way it's already done. You don't have to worry about it, and it's like $6.29 on tomorrow night. You're like, and then you miss something.
Sure.
So just get out there, buy that now, of course, and don't forget, maybe you want to go back and watch last year's Clash of the Coast. You want to do a little binge watching, and you get caught up like on one of those you know, subscription series deals there. The replay subscription pass, $24.99 on IMCA TV. That's going to get you everything that has been archived on IMCA TV. It's going to get you last year's Clash on the Coast, the inaugural one, Super Nationals. Maybe you want to go back and watch something from your local racetrack that is on the IMCA TV platform, $24.95. And what's great about that is proceeds from that $24.95 go back to the racers that you're watching on IMCA TV, and goes back to those great racetracks that promote great IMCA racing and have it broadcast weekly on IMCA TV.
I love it. It's my favorite app that I use on all my devices or on my TV. You saw me doing a crash course of the last couple nights at some racetracks that have been racing, and yeah, I was one of those guys been watching all last week to get caught up and know who's done what and who hasn't, or who's hoping to. And yeah, I love IMCA TV because that's where America comes to watch racing.
Exactly. One more sleep is all we've got, and we're going to come into 4 big nights of IMCA Speedway Motors racing down here in the beautiful Gulf Shores of Florida, right on the north side of Pensacola Beach. It's been our pleasure having you tuned in tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll have another one of these scheduled for Thursday night, and hopefully, Thursday night we'll get you seeing what, for the first time, what modifieds and stock cars will look like at the Deep South Speedway over there in Loxie, Alabama. So once again, we thank you for tuning in. Get out, get that subscription bought right now. Get that replay pass taken care of, and get tuned in for Monday night, 6:30 Central Standard Time for the night number 1 of the Clash on the Coast presented by IMCA TV.